Pay close attention because in 2026, if you want a mini LED TV from any brand, you must make sure it has full array backlighting technology. The brand itself, or rather the salespeople, must assure you that it has full array backlighting technology. I mention this because although some people already know, the vast majority of users are unaware of what happened in 2025. Brands with a long history in the market, such as Samsung and LG, began introducing edge LED models into their lineups, offering them as mini LED TVs. More specifically, Samsung offered the QN70F and QN1EF, apparently in all sizes. LG offered the QN8085A, ranging from 55 to 86 inches. This is important because the performance of an edge LED TV in dark scenes, even with local dimming and a VA panel, is not the same as a TV with full array local dimming backlighting technology. Then look, from about 2021 to 2024, you didn't have this problem because the term mini LED was inextricably linked to full array backlighting technology with local dimming, or FALD. But I personally didn't know that the term mini LED wasn't legally regulated. That is, there's nothing requiring it to be associated with full array backlighting technology. So unfortunately, LG and Samsung took advantage of this legal loophole. In other words, if these brands want to sell TVs with edge LED backlighting and local dimming, I don't mind, but they shouldn't offer these models as mini LEDs, even though they can legally do so, because it's like misleading new users or those unfamiliar with this type of technology. Well, I'm not sure if the technology Samsung uses in its models is edge LED because it's a kind of elongated thin LED tubes. The brand prefers to call this type of backlighting technology as quantum matrix technology slim. The performance of their TVs with this type of LED backlighting technology isn't too bad in dark scenes, but it's not as good as a full array TV either. Although the performance in that area is at least much better compared to the QN8085A, except in the 100-inch size, because for that size the backlighting technology used is indeed full array with mini LEDs. And well, with the other sizes for its QN8085A model, LG tried to be too clever this year and didn't even bother to do anything new beyond adding more brightness to the model, although Samsung's new technology isn't exactly groundbreaking either. But anyway, the point of this video is to warn you, don't be fooled by the 2026 models, which, although they haven't been released yet, will likely come with these kinds of surprises, especially from Samsung and LG, who may continue this ugly trend. I don't think TCL, HISENSE, Sony and other brands will join this mess, or at least I hope they don't, because it would be disastrous. Some brands try to do something at least decent. In other words, they're selling models with full array technology and local dimming, offering them as if they were mini LED TVs, even though they don't have as many dimming zones compared to mini LED models from 2024 or previous years. But at least they are full array TVs and at very tempting prices. So now you know, do your deep research before buying, because salespeople from each brand might try to deceive you, either out of ignorance or intentionally. Don't believe every random YouTuber either, because they often don't even apply tests with this type of content in dark rooms. And definitely don't be tempted only by what you watch in stores, because when it comes to color and brightness, models like the Samsung QN70F and the LG QN8085A look spectacular. So I'm not saying they're bad TVs, they're simply models for specific audiences, for fans of these brands. So, I sincerely hope that LG and Samsung don't continue this ugly trend, and that brands like TCL and HISENSE, which have been improving, don't fall for this legal deception. And of course, Sony, don't copy this. I mean, Sony, your TVs are already extremely expensive, offering barely enough in terms of technical specifications. So it would be outrageous to sell a likely future edge LED model as if it were a full array TV. That's all. I'd like to remind you that I would greatly appreciate your support, for example, by purchasing a membership on my Patreon page so I can continue creating content. You can also support me by making purchases through the referral links I've included in the description and pinned comment. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.